Howdy, y'all. Mach 1 Fireman here, and welcome back to the Brothers Play Attack of the BT. Once again, joined by my older brother, Ace Morologist.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
Good.
I had to back up a little bit so I didn't punch you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Knocked me off of my ledge here.
That's right.
So today we have some stuff planned. We're actually going to do some building and construction on camera. Ace has got something that he wants to work on with the XP system that we've got set up over in Smelterberg.
Yes.
Have we showed them Smelterberg on camera?
I've been fool. I don't think I've showed you and Lance it much. So yeah, no, I don't think we've shown it on camera.
Okay, well we'll show you Smelterberg. You know how
and why we call it that.
Yeah, right, exactly. But first, Asa has something else that he wants to show off.
Yes, it would be this thing
that
right
thing
here.
Right there. Turn to the side a little bit. There, yep, there you go.
Yes.
That is a frying pan. Brong.
Frying pan.
And Ace and I both are huge fans of the original B team, obviously Generic B and B00.
Right.
And in one of Generic B's most recent videos, he decided to make a golf course on the moon.
Yep, on the moon.
On the moon. And if you haven't seen that video or those couple, I think he spent 2 videos working on it. It is some great stuff. Great stuff.
Brilliant. It inspired me is what it did.
It did. So Ace decided to make a driver, a Big Bertha, if you will. And when I watched the video, I was like, I wonder if that would work on another player. And of course, Ace, with us being brothers, thought the exact same thing.
Yes,
and
I did.
So he was inspired to make one. And
So
we're going to do.
I was wondering if there were 2 particular players it would work on. The abstraction of science is okay, but I had specific goals in mind. Put that away.
So, in the interest of science,
Yes.
I am going to take one for the team.
Right.
And by take one, I mean a frying pan in the back of the head.
Right, to the back of your head. Now, if you don't know, this is a Tinker's Construct frying pan. It's just a pan and a stick, like a what do you call it, tool rod.
Yep.
And I've added moss because I want to keep this thing forever. And pistons for knockback. That's what's going to provide the scientific effect we're here to test today.
Right.
Yes. In case you haven't seen the video that we're making reference to. Now turn around for science.
For science.
That's why I constructed this nice little pedestal for you to stand on, by the way.
Right.
Now, if we're lucky, you're going in the river.
Well, that's
if we're not lucky, by which I mean you, if you are not lucky, I hope you still have the hang glider I made for you.
I do. It's in my hand, ready to go.
All right, turn around.
Yep.
Face the river.
Facing the river.
Ready?
Yep. Boing.
Wow.
That is a long freaking way.
That is a long way. I got to test this on flat ground. Come here.
Yeah. Yeah, this way. Stand over here.
Yep.
Boing.
Away.
Okay, that's enough. Back off. I will cleaver you.
Fantastic.
Block.
Now, is that just doing damage to you? Part of the reason I was doing so much damage relative to a frying pan is I've got an exo suit chest piece on.
Right. Yep.
It's got plus 50% damage, which for a frying pan, even when I made a Manolian, is not that much. But
right.
It hurts.
It was,
you've been in a frying pan fight.
Right. It was also giving me, I think it was slowness it was giving me. That's what the particles look like. So
okay. That's got to be a frying pan effect, 'cause I didn't put anything on here that would provide slowness.
Yeah, it's got to be. I guess. I don't know. Who knows?
It's also very effective against mobs.
Well,
I was in super flat testing this thing out, and I was able to, except when the skeletons got involved, just turn it back to survival mode and then just hold my ground for quite a while.
I can imagine. And then
knock people out of aggro range.
Yeah, you with your cat DNA, you don't have to worry about creepers either. Lucky bastard.
Take them down and kill them. Well, it's always on offer.
I know. All right, so shall we go show them Smelterberg?
How's your hearts doing, by the way? Pretty good. All right. Yeah, Smelterberg.
Slowness. Yep. Slowness is what that was.
That was just in the interest of science.
Right. Because we had to find out what it was that I was getting.
Right.
All right. So in here, we've shown you home, grinder, genetics lab, captain's retreat, in portal, Smelterberg, Damoon, Veronica Mars, and the Dragon Airy is where we were last episode with the dragons. So Smelterberg is... Ace, would you like to explain what the hell is going on in Smelterberg?
Yes, it's a village I found. There are things I want to do in villages. So I was, looking around to see what villages are available. Hi, by the way. And over here, I found one that was between two straw men.
Okay.
I don't know why. This is the unluckiest village in the world.
Right.
And it also has this little partial smeltery built over here.
Oh, so you didn't put... You didn't put that in there?
No, I just found this here. Now, it doesn't have a control, but it's got casting basins and what are these things? Casting tables already. All the stuff was already here.
Apparently, I do some mistake in there. Oops.
Yes. So, if you knock out one of these things and put a smeltery controller in there, this should be a totally functioning smeltery.
Cool.
As soon as you add lava, of course.
Well, yeah.
So I named it Smelterberg because I'd never seen this in a village before.
Makes sense.
And a lot of them have the Tinker's Construct houses. That has the cache of stuff, not cache of stuff. But yeah, first time I saw Smelter. And this monstrosity.
Yeah, let me go to bat mode here.
Yeah, this is the result of a subtle misunderstanding of a wiki page.
Subtle, huh?
Yes. So I found, like I said, there's the straw men on either side. One of them was a zombie spawner, and one of them was a skeleton spawner. Because the Minecraft gods hate the people of Smelterberg.
Apparently.
So I put the zombie spawner in here. And I said, oh dear mighty wiki, how much room does a spawner need to spawn guys? And it said it needs an 8x8 area, plus 2 or 3 up and above. What I assumed that meant was radius. So inside is a 17 by 17 room with a spawner right here.
One spawner right in the middle.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes. Fortunately, this is all cobblestone, so it can all be reclaimed, rechiseled, put back into our item system. I didn't want to use something, since I knew I was going to be building something so huge, I didn't want to build something out of precious materials like, futuristic blocks or diamond blocks or what have you. My plan was to use this as a testing ground to find ways to get XP to fill up our liquid XP system.
Right, over at the Captain's Retreat.
Right. So I had all these conveyor belts funneling bad guys down into this one hole, and then I was standing underneath there. If you want to come up to the top, actually, if I can figure out where that hole is. There it is. Yep. Settle down. They made that joke. It's not even that many videos away. Yeah, I made this nice little hallway. I don't know where you've gone.
I'm right here next to you.
Okay, yeah. You just pop into this little hallway before that crag rock was there, and you can just go stand right where the guy's feet out of the hole, and then just slash them to ribbons all day with a sword. I even made a sword for it. I had a XP collector underneath it. I had an autonomous activator in there for a while. Just trying all manner of things. Which is annoying.
Right.
Because you either got to waste your own durability on your sword, you got to keep forging swords, you got to just... annoying. Very annoying.
Yeah. Sounds that way.
Yeah. Because I couldn't figure out how to get the XP out of the bad guys other than to kill them or to have an autonomous activator kill them.
Right. Which makes sense.
Right. But I figured it out. Finally figured it out. Thank you. YouTube.
I was about to say with no help whatsoever.
Well, I mean, it's Minecraft. You have to go to YouTube or the wiki at some point for everything, especially in this collection of crazy mods. So I'm not ashamed of that. I did it. So, what you need?
What do we need?
You need a machine that will cause deaths by environment to drop XP, because they don't normally. So that's what this machine is. The XP Catalyzer.
Okay.
This causes regular Minecraft-style environmental deaths. Let's go up to the roof here and get some sleep here in a minute.
Yep.
To cause mobs to drop XP.
Okay.
When that XP drops, you use this thing. This is an LXP collector. This is all from the LXP, Liquid XP mod. This was not Open Blocks Liquid XP.
All right, so we had a catalyzer first.
Right. The catalyzer causes the debts that we're going to create and build the means of to drop XP, whereas they would not normally. This thing that I've got in my mitt here.
What's it called?
The LXP collector.
Collector.
Yes, it grabs all that stuff.
It's this guy.
And yes, and funnels it into a tank or a duct and then into a tank.
Right.
So yes, we can probably get into specifics after we take a little nappy nap. Because it's getting dark and the bad guys will be here soon. Okay. Well, I'm not afraid to send them home run style for the fences.
Hurtling through the skies.
Yes, probably easiest to get some sleep.
Yes. And I have to go home because I do not have a sleeping bag anymore.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Not have a sleeping bag anymore.
I don't know where it went. I don't. It's us getting all the stuff to make the stuff we're going to do here in a second.
Yeah, we've been requesting a lot of junk. My bar is just as full as yours, I imagine.
Okay, I am on my way back. Not Lance the Giant. I want to be a bat. Am I turning into a bat? I am not. I am turning into Lance the Giant. Okay. Smelterberg. Go to. All right, I'm back.
Hello.
Okay, so what is your plan for what we have to do?
My plan, developed in creative mode, is to have all the guys drop into that same hole from before. And I've already got the very basics in play here.
Right.
So that little guy down there, that's the drawbridge that I told you to build and didn't tell you why.
I do appreciate.
Well, I figure better to do all the planning on air when it's the most annoying to the viewer. That's going to act like a crusher.
Okay.
The way a drawbridge works is you put blocks inside, and when you activate it with a redstone signal, those blocks extend out from the face that has a little hole on it until you either run out of blocks or you hit a wall. Okay? So the bad guys are going to ride the rails down to here, and there are going to be, I believe we got zombies up there right now.
Yes.
When they land here, we're going to use this little guy.
Okay.
Not the frying pan.
Not
this
little
guy.
That one. All right.
So this is an entity detector.
Okay.
What this does is when an entity, such as, are you checking it out of the NEI?
Entity detector.
Yeah, real simple to make as long as you have
simple.
ender pearls.
Yeah. Easy.
What this does is when it detects entities based on a filter on the inside, it can either be players or monsters or all entities, it pushes a redstone signal.
Okay.
And if you put it underneath here, glad there wasn't anything in there. In fact, if you want to, let me teddy bear down and get out of your way. If you want to get in there and set the recognition area as this 1 by 2 block space.
Okay, so X or Y?
Y has to be at least 1, because if it's 0, it's not going to detect anything.
Okay.
And then I believe it's either going to be X or Z that you need to be down to 1 or 2. Basically just fill the space and set the filter. Are you checking which is X and which is Z?
X, yeah, okay. So X needs to be 1 and Z needs to be 0?
0, yeah.
And radius, or the Y needs to be 1?
Yes.
Okay, so no filter, player, monster, items, living entity, villager, animal, no filter. So monster.
Should be just monster, because we're going to only have monsters dropping in here.
Uh-huh.
And what's going to happen, this all works properly, is when a monster is dropped into this space by the conveyor belts.
All right.
That thing is going to detect them. It's going to push a signal up into this drawbridge. The drawbridge is going to extend a dirt block into the space, which is going to suffocate them.
Okay.
They're going to die, and then there's not going to be an entity to detect anymore, and the drawbridge is going to retract all automatically.
Makes sense.
Yes, we don't have to throw a switch or nothing.
Sounds good.
At that point, when they die, the XP catalyzer is going to tell that death to drop XP.
Ah. Aha.
And then
now
XP,
it makes sense. Yes.
Yes, and then the XP collector is going to collect it and pipe it into a tank.
Okay.
We're going to run that tank out to where we can access it so we don't have to climb in here. Because this used to be Smelterberger's graveyard, as you can tell by the soul sand behind you. And the open grave that used to have necromancy body parts in it.
All right. So let's do
that's
that.
the plan. Yes. First
of
all, go ahead.
The way the drawbridge works is this space over here is what you want the drawbridge to actually look like if you want to hide it. So
right,
if I
the
put
physical housing of it.
Right. So if I put a dirt block in there, it's going to look like a dirt block.
Doink. Nice.
And over here on this side is what you want to extend when the drawbridge gets the redstone signal. So, and we want it to extend one piece of dirt. Now, if I wanted to extend 2 pieces of dirt, I would put 2 of them up there, but I only want it to do 1.
Yes.
So it'll fill in this spot right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the drawbridge.
Yeah, it's real simple.
Very simple. Okay.
Yes. And the thing about the XP catalyzer I forgot to mention is it requires liquid XP to work.
Yes.
But the amount you put in to make it work is much smaller than the amount of XP that comes out with the collector.
Well, I would hope so.
Yes. Otherwise, it would be just a worthless cycle.
Yeah, just awful.
Yeah. So this right here in my mitt is 16 buckets. Oh, right, because I'm a teddy bear.
Yes.
I'm holding in my mitt an open blocks tank, one of the clear tanks that I couldn't get to work before, but now I can because I'm dumb.
Or a genius.
Well, I'm smart now, but I was dumb before. As evidenced by how much I know about Minecraft.
Right.
What was I saying? Yes, hold 16 buckets worth of liquid XP.
Right. One of the open blocks tanks.
Right, and that is going to return many more than 16 buckets worth of liquid XP through the collector system we got set up over here, or we're going to set up over here.
Right.
And then we're going to be able to attach a, what I figure for the end, instead of just breaking off the tanks, because we're going to run these tanks all the way to the end and stick them out over there where we can access them.
Uh-huh.
So we can just put a fluid duct on there at the very end that's sticking out. Put a pneumatic servo in there, which is what it requires to make the open blocks tank work to get the liquids back out. And then whenever we need to fill up, well, you can't see what I've got in my hand again, fill up the empty tanks to take elsewhere to charge up our various systems. We just stick that under there, use the crescent hammer to reconnect it, and it'll just fill up a tank, which we can then take away with us.
Okay, you just said way too much crap that I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'll tell you what, how about
It'll be easier to see than to
Yes, how about we build it? We'll build most of it off camera, and we'll come back for the last little bits. How does that sound?
Sounds great to me.
All right, we will be right back.
High five!
Jerk. Okay, and we're back, and we've got it all set up.
Didn't even take that long.
Kind of, yeah. No, it only took, like 45 minutes, an hour, or something like that?
2-3 days.
Something like that.
Non-stop blood, sweat, and toil.
Right. So here we've got the drawbridge. This is the catalyzer. And then underneath we've got the collector right down there. Whoop, don't break it. Also, yeah. Also under here we've got the entity detector, which you saw me set up right before we left. Put that back. And that part is working. We've heard some zombies getting mashed.
Yes, it sounds horrible.
Horrible. Poor
Not as
bastards.
horrible as killing Endermen in the grinder, but still pretty
Well, yeah, that's true. They make a lot of racket. Now, this, the catalyzer, it requires, like Ace was saying earlier, it requires XP to get started to make XP.
Right.
So,
I tried it with Mob Essence. It didn't work.
It doesn't work. Doesn't work with Mob Essence. Now, these open block tanks, the reason Ace was having so much trouble with them is because for liquid to come out, you have to use these things, these servos. So you click on there, servo has been installed, and then with an open fist, click. You want to disable redstone ignored.
Oh, there it goes.
Make sure it's on blacklist. And there it is. It's sucked out a whole bunch of the XP. Yep. And it went into the catalyzer.
Right.
Now, down here, we've got another fluid duct coming out of the collector, And you need another servo right in there. It's been successfully installed. And we're going to ignore redstone, blacklist, everything. Good. So now when a zombie gets killed, the catalyzer is going to turn it into XP. The collector is going to shoot it out of these pipes. And the pipe it's connected in two places. It's going back into this tank. And then it's also when that gets filled up, because when
you get a buttload more out than you put in.
It's almost double. Whatever goes in is almost doubled coming out through the catalyzer and the collector down there.
It might even be more than doubled. I was not sure of the math on that.
We haven't quite done the math on it, but it's at least double, if not a little less or a little more. Plus or minus double. How about that? Plus or minus double. So it's going to come through here. It's going to fill this tank back up first, and then the excess is going to continue to run down this pipe and start filling this guy up. Yes. And then this is what we're going to use to fill all our machines, because all our machines run off of this XP stuff now.
Right.
So what we're going to do is come out here to this fluid duct, which I'm going to put a servo in.
And that'll be the spigot.
Ignored. Blacklist. Good. Yes, that's going to be the spigot. So we're going to come out here. If we need XP for our power, we're going to come and make sure that there's XP in that tank. And we're going to connect either another one of these open blocks tanks, or what's the other tanks?
The portable tanks.
The portable tanks.
Yeah,
one of those
stick it right to the bottom, and that'll, as long as it's red and it's got XP in it, should just flow right out.
Come on, right out.
Yep. And now I could have just run a pipe straight from the collector and then split it off to go into the holding tank and then just right out the wall.
Uh-huh.
But I like for there to be at least one of these tanks here, and two is even better.
Yep.
So we can see that there's XP in there. I like to be able to see it because it looks cool.
Right. Okay, so we need to go check on the zombies.
Mm-hmm. Did we patch the hole in the roof?
No.
There might still be one up there, and it's daytime besides.
And then right here is where they fall down. Oh, there's a bunch of torches up there, too. I forgot about those.
Oh, jeez,
Just get rid of the torches. Yeah, we were trying to figure out the work, and it's just, yep.
You're doing a little bit of math. As I said, I might have misunderstood the dimensions of how a spawner works.
All right, there's a torch there.
I can't confirm or deny that.
There's a torch there.
Okay, let me know when you're done. I'll plug that hole back up. I don't want to block you in with everybody.
Oh, God.
I mean,
why?
I do, but I feel I shouldn't.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
All done? Did you fill in the gaps in the conveyor belts?
Yes, I already did that.
Excellent.
Now, as you can see, the entity detector has detected that there's a zombie there, and it closed the thing. Open it back up. Here comes another one. It gets sucked back in there. And then right up here, our fluid XP tank. We'll watch it. Watch that number. It's going back up, and then it goes down. Okay. It's at 1225, 12285. And once that guy dies, let's see what it goes up to.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's awful. Okay. 1222. Now, is there any out here yet?
I've got one out of 16,000 millibuckets in one tank.
Oh,
and there's a little bit in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening, I think, right now is a lot more is going into this tank.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's see if I can figure out when one guy goes in how much is coming back in.
Well, I was just looking at that, and it doesn't look like it's filling back up as fast as it's getting sucked back. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is.
And these are empty.
So we're at 12,257. Somebody just died.
Mm-hmm.
So we just lost 50.
What we may need to do, what I had in my creative world was one of the portable tanks set up here, which is half the size of one of these big old tanks. And I think it sucked less out into the catalyzer than one of these guys. So we may need to replace this with one of those.
Okay, we're up to 12,318. Is there any in this end one here? One.
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 Yeah, I think the size of the tank affects how much the catalyzer pulls out.
Okay.
Because it pulled out a lot more out of this one than it did out of the portable tank I put up in the creative world.
Well, it might be.
Let's try this before we. Oh, jeez, everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. I just disconnected this tank from the collector.
Okay.
Let's see if that makes these tanks fill up faster. When the zombies die, that is.
Right.
Huh.
Where's it going?
I don't know. It might be filling up.
They're filling up this thing?
The nozzle. There is some in there. Let's see how much. Nope.
Oh, crap.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. There's 360 in there now.
Yep. Yeah, I just closed the nozzle. The nozzle's now empty. And when I reopen it,
shoop.
Sucks that all right back out. Man, apparently one section of pipe can hold an awful lot of liquid XP.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Jeez. All right. Well, that's the basic concept of that anyway.
Yeah, we'll have to fool with it a little bit.
More or less.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of banging with a wrench every now and then.
So you disconnected down here? Is that what you did? You did. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not
I'm going
back
to
into that system.
Reconnect. How much are we getting per zombie? How about that? Because it costs 50 to run the thing.
So I could put about 50. So I could put about 100 in, because 50 in both tanks roughly. Yeah, so I guess we're getting about double back out.
Yeah. Whoa! And it all went away again.
I'm trying to see how much fits in this one bit of pipe, and the answer is a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, I set it to reverse flow. Is there any in this pipe?
Empty.
None. It's sucking it all out of that pipe into the outside outflow pipe.
Yeah. 598. Yeah, that's not quite 50.
Yeah, I just took a guess.
Yeah, it went from 598 to 635, so a little less than 40. Well.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what that means. You know what that means.
Oh, do tell.
We just need more mobs in here. That's all that means.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
We could that's what we're gonna do. I tell you what, let's we're gonna be done for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But either next episode or between now and next episode, we're going to move some of the spawners from the grinder over to
broke
here.
800.
Did we? Look at there.
800 per tank even.
Let's see. Boink. Yep.
Good Lord.
Jeez.
Hose.
Whoa. Okay. Whew. I thought I broke it.
Yep. No. It's got 3 cycles. Or 3 stages.
Yeah, 3 stages. Anyway, between now and next episode, we are going to move a couple of the spawners from the grinder over to here because we have an extra zombie and an extra skeleton at the grinder that we don't necessarily need. No. We're going to move them here. We're not going to move the witches because they are a pain in the butt to try to suffocate because they take forever.
Yeah, it takes a long time to suffocate it with. Now, the entity detector would do that job of dealing with how long that takes for us. We just have to hang around long enough to keep witches coming out.
Right. So,
and they drop a lot of stuff that we use pretty regularly.
Yes. Which is another thing that we're going to work out is because you see there's...
Is there a bajillion?
Well, there's XP down here too.
That ain't supposed to be there.
Nope. Bugs. Got some bugs to work out.
A few bugs.
Just a few. But we'll get it sorted out. We'll get it sorted out, and then we will next episode we'll show you our progress. So as always, we appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
It's me. Haha.
Come here.